Okay, temperature about Nibbles. He's a pretty small Minecraft YouTuber with around 18.3k subs at the time of recording this, and someone requested me to build him, so here I am. Anyways, the blocks you're gonna need to start off with are packed ice, clay, white wool, gray concrete, gray wool, gray concrete powder, cyan terracotta, orange terracotta, smooth red sandstone, red sand, orange concrete, orange wool, orange concrete powder, red concrete, red wool, red concrete powder, black concrete, light blue concrete powder, and string or bear block. I'm going to use string because bear block gives an ugly shadow. Anyways, these are all blocks you need, so pause now to grab them all. Okay, the first 9 blocks you need is your packed ice to your smooth red sandstone. Before you even start the build, just switch the orange terracotta out with your orange concrete powder. So your hotbar should look like this, it does not matter what order. Okay, start off, you're going to get your clay block and displace 1. Next, to the right of that, you're going to go across 2 white wool. To the right of that, you're going to go across 2 clay blocks. To the right of that, you're going to go across 2 white wool. And to the right of that, you're going to place 1 clay block. Go behind both end clay blocks and pop out 2 white wool away from the main part of the legs you just placed. Okay, then inwards towards the middle of the... No. Well, I guess technically. At the end of the 2 white wool you placed, place a clay block at each end. Then next to both clay blocks, going inwards towards each other, place 2 white wool on both sides. And then connect it across with 2 clay blocks in the middle. Okay, next, get your smooth red sandstone and make a full row across the full part of the legs. Like so. Okay, next, get your orange concrete powder, pick which side's going to be your front, and go across a full row on the front side. Okay, next, get your gray wool, and in the corners, go 1 on both sides, and then pop it out 1 on both sides. Like so. Going inwards towards the middle of the legs, get your white wool, and go 2 popped out next to the gray wools. Underneath each white wool, place 1 clay block popped out. Atop of the gray and white wools, go across 3 gray concrete powder on both sides. Okay, in the middle, get your gray wool and make a square that is not popped out. Okay, next, get your gray concrete and go across 4 in the middle. A line of 4. Next, in the middle, get your gray wool and make a square. Next, in the middle, go up 2 columns of 4 gray concrete. Like so. On the top of the gray concretes, on both sides, pop out 3 gray concrete. Like so. Now, underneath both of those 3 concrete appendages, that was the best word I could think of, go across a row of gray wool on both sides. Like so. And underneath the row of 4 gray concrete, pop out 2 gray wool on both sides, connecting it across to the full length of the legs. Like so. Then get your gray concrete powder and fill in the gaps for the front of the legs. With that, the front of Nibbles' legs is done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we're moving to the right side of his legs. Start off, next to the orange concrete powder, place 1 more orange concrete powder. To the left of that, place 2 packed ice, and then pop out both packed ice towards you. On the right packed ice, go up 1 more packed ice, and to the left of that, place 1 clay block. To the right of the top packed ice, pop out 2 gray wool to the right. Make sure it's also popped out towards you in a 3D effect. Next, go across a row of gray concrete powder, making sure it's popped out. Okay, then get your gray wool, and go across a row of 3, making sure it's not popped out. Get your gray concrete powder, and go across 2 rows on top of that. On the right corner, go 2 gray wool to the left. Next, get your gray concrete powder, fill in the 1 indent right there, then go across 3 on top. Then go across 3 gray wool. then 3 gray concrete on top of that. And that's the right side of Nibbles' legs done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we're going to do the other side of his leg. Start off in the bottom left corner, get your orange concrete powder, and pull it back one more. Next, place 2 packed ice, and then pop out both packed ices towards you. On the left packed ice, go up 1 more packed ice, and to the right of that, place 1 clay block. To the left of the uppermost packed ice, place 2 gray wool to the left. And on top of each block, place 1 gray concrete powder popped out. Okay, next get your gray wool. Behind that, go across 3 gray wool, making sure it's not popped out. On top of that, go across 2 rows of gray concrete powder. In the bottom left corner, get your gray wool, place 1 and 1 to the right. In the gap, place 1 gray concrete powder, and then go across 3 gray concrete powder on top of that. Then 3 gray wool on top of that, and then 3 gray concrete on top of that. That's the left side of Nibbles' legs done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now move on to the back side of his legs. Start off in the corners where the packed ice is already placed from the I forgot the word I was going to say, but previous, that was the word. In the previous instances, pop out 1 on both sides, and then connect it across 6 in the middle, like so. Then in the middle, on top of the packed ice, go across 2, like so. On top of both of those popped out packed ices, on the top middle, go across 2 gray wool. On the end packed ices, go up 1 clay block each. In the indents, go across 2 white wool on both sides. On the indents, go across 3 gray concrete powder on both sides. Okay, next to the gray wools at the corners, place 1 inwards on both sides, making sure they're not popped out. Then go across 4 gray concrete in the middle. Okay, now in the middle, get your gray wool and make a square. On top of that, go up 2 columns of 4 gray concrete, like so. Okay, on the top, connect the full row of gray concrete across. Okay, now on the top, connect your full row of gray wool across. Okay, now you can fill the rest of the back of the legs in with gray concrete powder. Just like so. And that is the back of Nibbles' legs done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we move over to his main body. Go to the front of his legs. Let me just check what blocks we're going to drop. Because I know we are dropping some. You could drop your packed ice. You would no longer need that. We're dropping 1 of the grays. Which gray are we dropping? I'm pretty sure it's the gray concrete. Yeah, we're dropping the gray concrete. And that should just be it for now. Yeah, that should be it. Okay. Let's reorganize the inventory. Put your grays in the front, because we're going to get rid of them real quick. Grab your orange terracotta, smooth red sandstone, and orange concrete powder. Grab your string and or barrier block. Actually, put the string or barrier block back, and grab all 3 of your reds. Okay, this should be a hotbar. 3 grays, 3 oranges, 3 reds. Okay, start off, get your orange terracotta, and go across a row of 8. On both end orange terracottas, go up 3 each. On both end orange terracottas, go up 3 smooth red sandstone. In the middle smooth red sandstone, going inwards towards the middle of the body, place 1 and 1 on both sides. Now connect both those 1 pieces across with 4 orange terracotta. Okay, in the bottom indents of the body, get your smooth red sandstone and place 1 and 1 on both sides. Okay, in the indent at well, not the indent, I guess, the gap at the bottom of the body, get your orange concrete powder and fill it in. Okay, now at the top of the body, in the indent, go across 6 orange concrete powder. Okay, then in the middle, go across 2 orange concrete powder. On top of that, make a square of red concrete. On top of that, go across 2 orange concrete powder. At the bottom, 2 orange concrete powder. On both sides, place 1 red concrete each. Next to both red concretes you just placed, make a square of red wool to the left and or right of it. Then on top of both red square wools, make 2 squares of red concrete powder. Okay. In the bottom right indent, place 1 red wool on top of the red concrete. Okay, next, you can drop all 3 of your reds. And grab your clay block, white wool, and string or bear block. At the end of both gaps, place 1 clay block each, and then pop it out towards you. On the left clay block, go up 2 white wool, and on the right clay block, go up 1 white wool. Okay, next, get your smooth red sandstone and go across a row of 8 on top. Just like so. Okay, next, we're going to move on to the arms. Start off in the bottom corners, next to the orange terracotta, the bottommost one. Place 1 gray wool popped out, and 2 cyan terracotta popped out. You can do whichever arm you want to do first, doesn't really matter. They're going to be the exact same in the end. Okay, on the far left cyan terracotta, go up 1 cyan terracotta, and to the right of that, place 2 gray wool. Go across a row of 3 gray concrete powder on top of that. On the far right gray concrete powder, place 1 smooth red sandstone, and pop it out, and go up 1 smooth red sandstone on top of that. Go behind that, and above it, get your orange terracotta, and go up 1, 2, 3. And on top of that, go up 1, 2, 3, 4 smooth red sandstone, like so. Okay, next, on the two leftmost gray concrete powders, get your string or bear block and pop 1 and 1 out towards you on the side of it. Then on top of both those blocks, place a square of orange concrete powder behind it. Okay. Next to the column of 3 orange terracotta, at the bottom one, place 1 away from the body with another orange terracotta. And to the left of that, place another smooth red sandstone. And fill the rest of that gap of the arm in with orange concrete powder all the way up to the top. Just like so. Okay, now we're going to the other arm. It's an exact mirrored image. Starting off in the bottom right orange terracotta, pop out 1 gray wool to the right, and 2 cyan terracotta to the right of that. On the far right cyan terracotta, go up 1 more cyan terracotta with 2 gray wool to the left of it. On top of that, go across a row of gray concrete powder. On the far left gray concrete powder, place a smooth red sandstone on top, pop it out towards you, and go up 1 more on top of that. Now go behind the smooth red sandstone and go up a column of 3 orange terracotta. On top of that orange terracotta, go up 4 smooth red sandstone. Okay. On the far 2 right gray concrete powders, get your string and or bear block and pop it out away towards you on the side of it. Then make a square of orange concrete powder on top of it. Next to the bottommost orange terracotta, place an orange terracotta to the right of it, then a smooth red sandstone to the right of that. And fill the rest of the arm in with orange concrete powder. Just like so. And with that, the front of Nibbles' body is done. Pause if you need to. Okay. Let me just double check an image real quick on the phone. Yes, all my images of the skin is on my phone, so the quality is not the best. Okay, before we move on to the sides of the arms, we're just going to do the underside of the hands real quick. Start off on the top row of gray concrete on both sides, get your string and your bear block, and pop out a full row of 3 across. On top of each block, place 3 gray concrete powder. Like so. And then you can fill the rest of the bottom of the hand in 2 columns of 3, or 2 rows of 3, whichever way you want to say it, with cyan terracotta. From the front aerial view, it should look like this from the front aerial view. Okay, now we're moving to the right side of his arm. Start off, get your cyan terracotta and pull across a row of 3. Then get your gray concrete powder and pull across a row of 3. On the side of each gray concrete powder, pop out a string and or bear block. On top of each string or bear block, get your orange concrete powder and go across 2 rows. Now behind that, get your smooth red sandstone and go across 1 row. Then get your orange concrete powder and go across 3 rows. Okay, on the far left orange concrete powder, go up 3 more orange concrete powder. In the indent, go across 2 smooth red sandstone, then a square of orange concrete powder on top of that, like so. Okay, now I move on to the other side of his arm, on the other side of the body. Start off, get your cyan terracotta and go across a row of 3. On top of that, go across a row of 3 gray concrete powder. On the side of each gray concrete powder, pop out a string and or bear block, like so. On top of each string of barrier block, go across 2 rows of popped out orange concrete powder. Now behind that, go across a row of 3 smooth red sandstone. On top of that, go across 3 rows of orange concrete powder. On the far right orange concrete powder, go up 3 more orange concrete powder. In the indent, go across 2 smooth red sandstone, then a square of orange concrete powder on top of that. Just like so. Okay, now we move on to the back of Nibbles' body. Start off, we're just going to finish off the hands because I don't like leaving the hands unfinished and have it go to the main body. Okay, start off on top of the cyan terracotta, place 1 cyan terracotta. And we're going to do both hands at the same time because it's going to be pretty simple, I'm going to be honest. Okay. On top of the bottommost gray concrete powder, go up 2 more gray concrete powder on both sides. Then fill the indent with 1 gray concrete powder. On the column of 3 gray concrete powder on both sides, get your smooth red sandstone, place 1 and 1, and then pop it out towards you, and go up 1 on top of it, like so. The same design as the front of the body. In fact, if you want to just look right in front of you and build what you see, be my guest. Okay, on the far 2 right and or left gray concrete powders, get your string or barrier block, and pop it out 1-1 towards you on both sides. And then on top of both string or barrier blocks, make a square of gray concrete powder on both sides. Just like so. Okay, now behind the smooth red sandstones, get your orange terracotta, and go up 3 in a column on both sides. Like so. Then on top of both orange terracottas, go up 4 smooth red sandstone. Okay. In the indents, get your smooth red orange terracotta and place 1 at the bottom on both sides. And then get your orange concrete powder and go up all the way up to the tippy top. Just like so. Okay, and before we move on to the actual main body of the back, we're just going to do the top of the shoulder blades. Start off where the smooth red sandstone is, you're going to pull it across from back to front, giving you a nice line. And in this 2 indent gap, you're going to place 2 orange terracotta. And you're going to do the same for the opposite side. Get your smooth red sandstone, pull it across front to back, giving you a nice 4 black line. And then 2 black gap, place 2 orange terracotta, like so. Okay, now really onto the back this time. Start off, get your orange terracotta, and go across a row of 8 in the back. On the ends, go up 3 orange terracotta each. Okay, in the bottom corners, get your smooth red sandstone and place 1 each. On the end orange terracottas, go all the way up to the tippy top on both sides. On the top orange smooth red sandstone, go across a row of 6 on top, catching it from left to right, or right to left. In the top corners, place 1 smooth red sandstone each. Okay, next get your orange concrete powder and go across 4 rows on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4. Next, in the bottom corners, get your smooth red sandstone and place 1 in both corners. Now connect it to 4 across with your orange terracotta. The next, get your orange concrete powder and go across 5 rows in the indent. Well, no, gap. I should be saying gap because it's not indented in the body. Okay, and that's the back of Nibbles done. Pause if you need to. Okay, and now before we actually move on to the main body, you're going to drop your 3 grays. You're going to pull across your 3 oranges you have currently, your whites, and your string of barrier block. Grab your black concrete, light blue concrete. Don't actually grab your black concrete. Grab your light blue concrete and your light blue powder for now, leaving the gap. We're going to do the back of the head first. I know it's odd, but we're getting this over with. Okay? Start off from the end of both smooth red sandstones. You're going to go across 3 rows of string or barrier blocks. I know. Why are we going into the arm? It's because the hoodie is going to be 3D popped off. And why 3 blocks in the back? It's usually 2. It's because the hoodie is going to be popped off. Start off, go across 3 rows, popped off. Just like so. Okay, next. Let me just count 1, 2, 3. Go 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one from the right side, you could break the 3 string block or barrier blocks, giving you a square on the right and a 2x6 on the left. Okay. Next, on the farthest left string, right here on this 2x6, break this corner like this. Okay. Now on the square of string, break the corner like this. It would have been really funny if I caught and it was like it was just into loss. From the under view, it should look like, I guess this actually works. You can see it just fine. It should look like this so far. Okay. Now where you broke those placement blocks, let me just get the image up for the hoodie. Besides the actual corner, the indent, the farthest part, place a placement block, 2 blocks on both sides, like so. I know, it looks ugly. Now on top of both placement blocks, place a string or barrel block on top of it. Like so. And then from the under view, it should look like this. Okay, and that should be all the prep we need to do for the back of the head. If I'm wrong, well, we're going to find out. Okay, let me get an image of the head. Okay, starting off in the bottom left corner where the head has a gap behind it, get your light blue concrete and pop out 1, 2, 3 with a clay block. Nope, pop out 1, 2 and have a clay block popped out. So a 2 block gap popped off for the front of the head. Okay, and do the same for the opposite side. On the corner where there's a gap behind the body, pop out 1, 2 blue concrete and 1 clay block. Then connect 2 rows of 6 light blue concrete across on both gaps popped off the head, like so. Okay, on top of both clay blocks, get your light blue concrete and go up 6 on both sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And place a corner of clay blocks on both sides. Then connect across 6 light blue concrete across. Just like so. Next, get your light blue concrete powder and go across a row of 6 in the middle, and then 1 up on both corners. Okay. Next, get your white wool, and where the clay blocks are, next to the light blue concrete, place 1 popped out on both sides. So, starting on, for example, in the bottom left corner, pop out, like so. Pop out, like so on the bottom right. Pop out in the top right, and pop out in the top left. Okay, we're going to move on to the right side of the head. We're going to get rid of the light blue concrete first. Start off, get your light blue concrete, and you're going to pull it across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Just the end of the body. Okay, then you can go on the other side of the body, and pop out 1, 2, 3, just the edge of the body, like so. In the top clay blocks, on both fronts of the head, go behind it, and pull across 6 light blue concrete on both sides. And at the end of both light blue concrete rows, place 1 clay block. 1, 1. Then go down 4 light blue concrete underneath both clay blocks on both sides, giving you this shape, like so. Let me just make sure that's all we need for light blue concrete. Let me view the aerial. Okay, on the back back 2 clay blocks, connect it across with 6 light blue concrete. Now, with this, you should be able to drop your light blue concrete. Okay. We're going to move on to the right side of his head, and next to each clay block, you're going to do the same thing with your white wool. The light blue concrete touching the clay block, you're going to pop out a white wool on top of it. On each corner. Like so. Okay, that's the right side of the head done. Now move on to the left side of his head, and do the same thing. On each light blue concrete that is touching a clay block, pop out a white wool on top of it. Okay, now the top of his head. Then the back of his... that was a voice crack. Then the back of his head. And then finally, underneath the front of the head. Just like so. And with that, you could drop your clay block in white wool now. Okay. Now just get all your oranges and just organize them from darkest to lightest, which is orange terracotta, smooth red sandstone, red sand, orange concrete, orange wool, orange concrete powder, and that specific order. Okay. Starting off on the front of the head, in the bottom right corner next to the left of the light blue concrete powder, place 1 smooth red sandstone. To the left of that, place 2 red sand. To the left of that, place 1 orange concrete. Okay? In the bottom 2 corners on left and right, get your orange concrete and place 1 and 1. Then going inwards towards the middle of the head on both sides, place 1 black concrete on both sides. In the middle, make a square of orange concrete. On the left uppermost orange concrete, to the left of it and on top of it, place an orange wool. Between the diagonal gap between the orange wool, place an orange concrete powder. Next to the top right orange wool, place 2 orange concrete to the right, and underneath that farthest right orange concrete, place 1 red sand. On the uppermost left orange concrete and orange wool, go across 2 orange concrete powder. Okay, and fill the final 8 gaps in with your light blue concrete powder on both sides. Like so. And that's the front of Nibbles' head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we're going to move on the right side of his head. Starting off, we're going to do his hoodie. On the second most smooth red sandstone on the side of his head from the back side, go up 2 orange terracotta popped out, 1 smooth red sandstone on top of that, and pull back 3 smooth red sandstone to the left of that. Right? Yeah, no, that's right. I don't know why I'm being cautious. Okay, next, underneath to the left of the orange terracotta, pull across 2 orange concrete powder. On top of that, pull across 3 orange concrete powder, like so. Okay, now we're going to move on to the left side of his head, and we're going to do the hoodie as well. On the farthest second right orange smooth red sandstone, you're going to pop out 2 orange terracotta on top of it, then a smooth red sandstone on top of that, and to the right of that, 3 smooth red sandstone. Underneath, you're going to go across 2 orange concrete powder popped out, and then 3 orange concrete powder popped out on top of that. Okay, now the back of the hoodie. Starting off, on top of each string block on the lower layer, just place 1 orange concrete powder. Just like so. In this bottom gap between the bottom orange concrete powders, go across 3 smooth red sandstone towards you. On the top of the farthest away smoothest red sandstone, like from the body, go up 2 orange terracotta. On the uppermost string blocks that aren't covered, place 1 orange concrete powder on both sides. Go across 5 orange concrete powder in the middle. Then connect this full row on top with smooth red sandstone, like so. Okay, and that's the full hoodie done. It should look like this from all angles. Okay, and let me just see. Do we need that block? We still need these blocks. Okay. Move back to the right side of his head. Before we go on, get your black concrete. I know you still have that. And just behind each of the smooth red sandstones, place a placement block behind it. And do the same for the back side and the left side of his head. Because we have powders and stuff, I don't want it falling. Starting off in the bottom right corner of the right side of the head, get your light blue concrete powder and go across the row of 3. In the bottom right corner, get your orange concrete and go 2 to the left. To the left of that, place 1 red sand. On the farthest right corner, on top of the orange concrete, place 1 black concrete. An orange wool on top of that. An orange concrete powder on top of that. And then light blue concrete powder on top of that. Next to the black concrete, go across 2 orange concrete powder to the left. To the left of that, place 1 orange concrete. To the left of that, place 1 red sand. To the left of that, place 1 orange concrete powder. On the left orange concrete powder, go up 1 more orange concrete powder. A smooth red sandstone to the right of that. And a red sand on top of that. Next to the smooth red sandstone, place 2 orange concrete to the right. Next to the farthest right orange concrete, place 1 orange wool. On top of the 2 orange concretes and the 1 orange wool, go across a row of 3 orange wool. On the farthest to right orange wool, go across 2 orange concrete powder. And fill this 4 block gap in with light blue concrete powder, like so. That's the right side of Nibbles' head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we're moving on the left side of his head. And once again, it's an exact mirrored image, so if you want to look right in front of you and build what you see, you can do that. Start off, get your light blue concrete powder, and go across the row of 3. In the bottom left corner, get your orange concrete, and go across the row 2. In a little gap, get your red sand, and place 1. In the bottom left corner, place 1 black concrete, an orange wool on top of it, an orange powder on top of it, and a light blue powder on top of that. Next to the black concrete, go 2 orange powder to the right, an orange concrete to the right, a red sand to the right, and an orange powder to the right. On top of the far right orange powder, go up 1 more orange powder, a smooth red sandstone on top of that, no, to the left of that, and then a red sand on top of that. To the left of the smooth red sandstone, go 2 orange concrete to the left, and then an orange wool to the left. On top of the left orange wool and the 2 orange concretes, go across a row of 3 orange wool. On the upper leftmost orange wool, go across 2 orange powder to the right. And in this 4 block gap, get your light blue concrete powder and fill it in. That's the left side Nibbles' head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we move on to the back side of his head. Starting off in both corners, get your orange concrete powder and place 1 each. On the right orange concrete powder to the left of it, place 2 orange concrete, then 1 orange concrete powder, and 1 red sand. On top of the red sand, place 1 more red sand. To the right of that, place 1 orange concrete powder. On top of both those blocks you just placed, place 2 orange concrete. To the right of the uppermost orange concrete powder, place 1 orange concrete. And on top and to the right of that orange concrete, place an orange wool. Now between the diagonal of those 2 orange wools, place an orange concrete powder. And in the middle, go across 2 orange concrete powder, like so. Then fill the final 8 gaps in with your light blue concrete powder. Just like so. And that's the back side of Nibbles' head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, now we're moving the top of his head. Start off, get your black concrete if you still have it, or any block that doesn't fall. And on the second uppermost layer, just fill in a full row of placement blocks. Just because we have powder and sand, you don't want it to fall. Just a hassle to deal with. Okay, starting off in the top left corners, go across 2 light blue concretes on both sides. Okay, now starting up in the top light blue concrete powders, pull down 2 light blue concrete powders on both sides. Then in the bottom corners, place 1 light blue concrete powder on both sides. On the indents on the left and right, place 2 orange terracotta each. Okay. In the top indent, place 1 light blue concrete powder on the right, and 1 orange concrete powder on the left. In the top left corner, get your orange concrete and pull down 3. In the middle of the orange concrete, go across 2 orange concrete to the right. In the top right corner, place 1 smooth red sandstone, and to the left of that and underneath that, place 2 red sand. Underneath the bottom red sand, place 2 orange concrete. To the left of that orange concrete, place 1 orange concrete to the left. To the left of that, place an orange wool. To the left of that, place an orange concrete powder. On top of that, place an orange wool. And in this final 2x2 gap, fill it in with orange concrete powder. That's the top of Nibbles' head done. Pause if you need to. Okay, and let me just do any file checks. I'm pretty sure we're done. I just have a sense that I'm not, but I'm pretty sure. Yeah. With that, Nibbles is finished. This was a request to build, and here it is. It's finished. So if you have any more Minecraft skins or YouTubes when we do, I can do it, or at least I can try.